Hello again from my front porch. Brisk morning from my front porch. The temperature went down and it has stayed down. Well, it is December 7th, a day which will live in infamy. And I don't mean to belittle that because obviously Pearl Harbor Day, you know, that's the reference that President Franklin Roosevelt was making when the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor and destroyed several of our ships and killed hundreds of thousands of Americans and people in Hawaii. So it is a very, very dark day. But this day has an extra special, more positive meaning for me because it is also the day of my daughter Ashley's birthday. So today is her birthday. Now, how old is she? Well, let's just say she is now old enough that as a young lady, she gets to decide whether she's going to tell you how old she is. So I'm not going to say that, but when she was born on this particular day, of course, everybody in the hospital wanted to know, so you're going to name her Pearl? No, not going to name her Pearl. You know, and the more I've thought about it, the more I've thought that would be actually kind of depressing, I think. I mean, I understand what they're saying, but by the same token, why name your kid after natural? I mean, you know, do you go around and naming a kid Hindenburg, Titanic? Do you, I mean, what's so again, no, we did not name her Pearl because she was born on this day. Obviously, because her name's Ashley. But you know, I even remember the day before, literally the day before, December 6th of that particular year. I went in, my wife at the time, Ashley's mom, we went in. She was well along in her pregnancy. In fact, she was due towards the end of the month ish. We went in for just a checkup at McFarland Clinic in Ames. And I'm sitting in the waiting room reading the People magazines, you know, and Ashley's mom comes out and sat down next to me and said, "So, are you ready to be a daddy?" And I was like, "Well, at this point, I don't think I have a whole lot of choice now." And she's like, No, I don't mean in general. I mean, are you ready to be a daddy tomorrow? And I was like, What do you mean tomorrow? Well, it turned out that the doctor was going to be out of town at the end of the month, and he was afraid that her pregnancy might naturally go a little bit longer. And so he thought, you know, what if we just schedule it? The baby is far enough along, everything should be fine. What if we just schedule it to have her induced? That being the case, he could get her in tomorrow. So she said yes. And so December 6th, we're sitting there, I'm carelessly, carefree reading my People magazine, thinking, well, you know, in a few weeks, I'm going to be a daddy, and then all of a sudden, tomorrow, you're going to be a daddy. But it turned out very well because I love Ashley very much, and she's become a fine and wonderful young lady. I'm very proud of her, very proud of the young woman that she has become, and the life choices that she has made. You know, as with everyone, you know, she had times where she had to learn from some mistakes growing up. But the point is, she learned from the mistakes. See, you know, I'm a big fan of people failing because that's how you learn. Now, if you fail and don't learn and keep failing and keep failing and keep failing, that's a problem. That means you're not really, you're not trying very hard at it. But in Ashley's case, every time life threw her a curveball that she didn't expect, she would learn from that, and she would make sure to take steps to not let that happen again. That's not to say there wouldn't still be other problems that come up, because life is life. But the point is, she always faced every obstacle as an opportunity to learn and a challenge to overcome, and she still does that. So I'm very proud of the young lady that she has grown to become. Although when she was first born, we make a lot of joke about this. I don't know that she finds it as funny. When she was first born, you know, I'm looking at her, and she's this tiny little thing. She still is this tiny little thing, but she had these huge eyes. Her eyes just seemed like so much bigger than they should have been for the size of her head. And in her baby book is inscribed her mother's first words and her father's first words. And her father's first words were, "She looks a lot like Kermit the Frog." She's grown out of that. She does not look like Kermit the Frog anymore. But anyway, today is Ashley's birthday, and as such, it is a day of infamy for our family and for my heart as her daddy. She's down in Florida with her husband Josh. Josh's family is down there too. I'm sure they're going to make sure that she has a great birthday dinner tonight and that she's well taken care of. She's going to receive a little something at work from me today. Wink, wink, wink. So I still was able to slip something in there. But yeah, this it's not the first birthday that she hasn't been around for it, because obviously there was times that she was in college, and then of course last year she was married as well and she wasn't living here. But with each of these milestone dates that come by for either of my kids, it's just a reminder that they've grown and they've started their own lives now, and brings back the memories, which of course brings us just a twinge of sadness. But by the same token, I'm proud of them both. And I love them both, and I look at them and I just sit in amazement that these are my kids. How did this happen? But happy birthday, Ashley. Very, very happy birthday. And since I won't get to be there in person, I'm going to sing happy birthday to you now, and then everybody watching can sing along with me, and then you can just assume that the hundreds and millions of people who are going to view this video that they're all singing along happy birthday to you, okay? Excuse me. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ashley. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Now, I also said that every December video is going to end with a Christmas song, and so since celebrating Ashley's birthday, I thought a good Christmas song to slip in here is simply "Away in a Manger." Away in a manger, no crib for a bed, the little Lord Jesus lay down his sweet head. The stars in the sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. Happy birthday, Ashley. I love you very much. And as for the rest of you, I'll see you next time from my front porch.